world? Thanks for pressing play on another Pay Me No Mind sports and entertainment video. Gonna jump right into some bite down boxing talk. So again, I kind of wanted to clarify what I was saying earlier on the live stream, the short live stream that I did on Devin Haney, and the opps are really lining up against the kid. And like I said, there's the one silver lining here. Oh, by the way, let's go with the Big Ten tonight. This the Block O shirt that I have from the hospital at The Ohio State. It's not related to the athletic program. As a Michigan fan, I can't go OH and all that type of stuff. But from a Big Ten perspective, let's shock the world tonight. That's the best I can do. Getting to the boxing though, the opps are almost, it's like collusion or conspiring and working against the young man. And all he can do is control what he can control. And like I said, the one silver lining is, the one good problem that he has is that he's a world title champion or holder. And he has to be paid as such, and guys have to come see him. So he hopped on a plane and flew down there to watch the fight, which was a mandatory for his WBC Lightweight title. And more criticism comes out of that. He fought and took apart Gamboa, beat up Gamboa, decisioned him easily. He's got to explain about that. You can't waste your energy with this. And so now we have, and so he was on the Ak Barak show on DAZN last week. I'm gonna play some of the, I'm gonna play some excerpts from the interview. That's Ak Barak on the Ak Barak show on DAZN, on Fight Nation on Sirius XM. So here's what I'm saying. Well, now even Teofimo Lopez is even changing the narrative even more. Like, now we're not even going to talk about you being an email champion. Now we're not going to sully your name and marginalize you for your victory over Gamboa. Now I'm going to talk about your marketability and your appeal. It's an article out there on Boxing Scene that says this is Lopez, quote, he needs to step up his game and talking. It's horrible. It's bad. It's really bad, said Lopez to Sky Sports. They need to work on that. Talking about Team Haney. I think that with Devin, he has a lot of things where it has to be scripted. It just can't come out. The same way we helped Loma out in the process, we're going to help Devin Haney out in the process as well. We're going to make the fight happen. I tried to save his career. I did. I kid you not. I tried to protect his career. I told him, hey, 3 to 5 years, work your way up. But now he's got out of hand, and it got me going now. So we're going to start pressing him on it. So, and then he goes on to say, me and my father were on the same page. I believe Devin Haney will be next. So he's not completely wrong here, but and I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna give some responses or some commentary after I play some of this audio.
I was upset about it because they made it to where, to basically they finagled the fans and finagled the people to thinking that he could fight whoever and he could basically, it didn't matter who he fought. In reality, when he fought, that fight was an eliminator to fight for a world title. And it sounds crazy because I'm the champion wanting to fight the contender. Well, like, I want to say the contender, if what would be the proper word for it, the challenger. First mandatory? The challenger, exactly. I'm the champion wanting to fight the challenger when the challenger should be wanting to fight the champion. Right. Yeah, normally it's the other way.
So that was the first one. That's the first segment. He was asked about being the champion, not really being respected as a champion, going to the fight last night and how he didn't get airtime or how Ryan Garcia didn't address him directly and whatnot. And then like one thing that he said was he's at the earlier that, and I'm not trying to be the grammar police here, but he said something about fidangled. He said they fidangled something or they're trying to fidangle. I think he meant finagled. So again, this dude is 22 years old. If he was to address this situation like Adrian Broner or someone with a little bit more scuffs on him, someone a little more edge to him, who's comfortable taking it to the streets, so to speak, he could just say F all this and blah 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 and go with it. But it's like he said it before, like he doesn't want to get into all of that. He doesn't want that to be his image, and I think that's not such a bad idea. But you may have to invest a little bit more time, or get with someone who can polish you up a little bit. If you want to be Andre Ward, and communicate on that level and have that, then go do that. Here he is with another response that he gave.
I could just sit back and relax and keep taking easy fights. I could, fight whoever falls in line, because at the end of the day, I'm making great money. I'm world champion, and these guys clearly don't want to fight me. And I can just keep saying, it is whatever. I'm gonna just fight whoever they put in front of me. But in reality, I want to fight, the top guys. I want to make the biggest fights happen.
See here, like I said, he stutters just a little bit or stammers out some of these sentences and whatnot. Do we really care about this as fight fans? I mean, is that how you're gonna say that I don't have to fight the guy because he can't express himself expediently or whatever, or it doesn't come out naturally? And what he's saying there is that he could just kind of do what I was saying and just fight his mandatories and fight some opponents that they put in front of him, but he's actually seeking out the best 3 or 4 guys out there because he wants to start solidifying and establishing his legacy. So I get what he's trying to do and what he's saying. He actually throws in some humor on this situation right here. And by the way, these snippets might be available on, if you don't have Sirius XM, I'm pretty sure you can check these out on the Zone's YouTube channel. Ak Barak might have a YouTube channel. And then if you do have the Zone, they have the video out there of all of this. But here he is with a little bit of humor in addressing Mauricio Sulaiman's waffling on and inability to set the record straight on his championship status and Teofimo Lopez as lightweight undisputed.
But and that's what I mean is he says one thing to one interviewer, he said another thing to another interviewer, he said one thing to me, he said one thing to Teofimo. He said he spoke to you and it's all good. He said one thing in this interview, he said another thing in this interview, he said another thing in that interview just to get out of it. Do you personally?
So that's what I was saying. Let me turn this off. Yeah, and that's what and that's the thing. Us media guys, us YouTubers, it's a channel that he goes on pretty regularly. We're gonna keep texting you and IMing you and getting you on and letting you come on and talk. That works for us. It works for Ak Barak to bring you on, especially right after or right before anybody at 130 or 135, anybody that's a viable opponent and whatnot. So he's going to keep getting called, and hopefully at some point he works it out. If this is what you're going to use as the litmus test now, that you can't, I'm not going to worry about you until you can say a sentence properly or whatever. So, like I said, man, it was times where guys were wasting time, when before Floyd exited the game. Thurman was out there, Sean Porter was out there, EJ was a little young, but some of these guys were trying to make themselves pretty enough to get that rose, i.e. a phone call from Mayweather, and he only chose who he chose. And these other guys, after Floyd was totally gone, only then did they really start dealing with the realistic options that were before them. And it took a while to get that ball rolling for those guys to start building their own business. And I'm seeing this here with Devin Haney. You might have to go and fight a Javier Fortuna. You might have to go and fight a Jorge Linares and get these fights in and just live your life, man, and quit coming on these channels. They tried to say it was a fan who said you don't see Garcia flying to go sit ringside at Devin Haney fights. So just trying to be about boxing and trying to be a good representative or ambassador of the sport, a young face, somebody cool and new, just by you going and trying to be enthusiastic about your career and looking to fight the best or who's said to be the best. Now they use that against you. You should have stayed in Vegas and took some more pictures with your Lambo truck or at your condo or whatever. You shouldn't even be here. And the dude is out trying to make a real fight. So how do they adjust in 2021? It'll be interesting to see. Again, this is Bite Down Boxing. Don't let them count you out. Again, presented by Pay Me No Mind Sports and Entertainment. My name is Wood. Please consider becoming a subscriber to the channel. Hit that like button. And, any interaction, any thoughts would be appreciated 3,000%. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Peace.